If you are over 60 years old, this message is extremely important for you because there is one very common night habit that looks harmless, feels normal, and is followed by millions of seniors every day, yet silently increases joint pain, fuels inflammation, weakens muscles, and destroys deep sleep without making any sound at all. And most people never realize that their knee pain, stiff shoulders, swollen fingers, or morning body aches are connected to what they do every night before bed. Aging itself is not the real reason behind pain, because many people live pain-free even in their 70s and 80s. The real issue is that after 60 the body becomes more sensitive to night habits, especially food choices, and when digestion slows down at night, the wrong foods stop the body from healing and push it into inflammation mode instead. Nighttime is meant for repair. This is when muscles rebuild, joints lubricate, tissues relax, and inflammation should calm down. But when inflammatory foods are eaten at night, the body spends all its energy fighting stress instead of repairing damage, and this is why many seniors wake up feeling worse in the morning than they did the night before. One of the most damaging yet common habits after 60 is eating inflammatory foods late in the evening. Foods that disturb blood sugar, irritate joints, and keep inflammation active for hours while you sleep, and over time this repeated inflammation slowly weakens cartilage, increases stiffness, and reduces muscle strength. A very common example is eating white rice, white bread, refined flour, chapatis, or processed carbohydrates at dinner, because these foods raise blood sugar very quickly, and this sudden spike releases inflammatory chemicals that travel through the bloodstream and settle in joints, especially in the knees, hips, lower back, and fingers, which is why many seniors feel stiffness and pain when they wake up. After 60, the body cannot handle these spikes the same way it did before, and when this happens night after night, inflammation becomes chronic, sleep becomes lighter, muscles fail to recover properly, and joint pain slowly becomes part of daily life, even though it does not have to be that way. And the good news is that this damage can be reduced simply by changing what you eat at night and choosing foods that support healing instead of inflammation. The good news is that joint pain and inflammation after 60 are not permanent, and in many cases they are simply a signal that your body is asking for better support, especially at night when healing should happen naturally. And one of the simplest yet most powerful changes you can make is replacing inflammatory night foods with foods that calm the body instead of stressing it. For example, instead of refined carbohydrates, a much better option at dinner is slow digesting foods like millets, oats, small portions of brown rice, or lightly cooked vegetables, because these foods release energy slowly, keep blood sugar stable, and allow the body to focus on repair rather than inflammation. Another common night food that silently damages aging joints is fried or oily food, which many seniors enjoy in the evening thinking it helps them feel full and satisfied, but in reality oily foods stay in the stomach for a long time, slow down digestion even more, and trigger inflammatory responses that travel directly to joints and muscles during sleep. When this happens, the body struggles to enter deep sleep stages, and without deep sleep, muscles cannot rebuild properly, joints do not receive enough lubrication, and inflammation remains active through the night, which explains why many seniors feel tired, stiff, and heavy in the morning. A much safer and healing choice at night is light protein such as lentils, soft cooked dal, curd, pain, or tofu, or a small bowl of yogurt, because protein at night supports muscle repair while calming hunger without irritating digestion, and research shows that older adults who consume light protein in the evening experience better muscle maintenance and less joint discomfort over time. Another silent trigger of night inflammation after 60 is excess salt, especially in packaged foods, pickles, and ready-made snacks, because salt causes water retention and swelling in joints, which becomes more noticeable in the morning, especially in fingers, knees, and ankles, and this is often mistaken as arthritis progression when in reality it is simply fluid buildup from the previous night's meal. Reducing salt at dinner and choosing fresh home-cooked foods allows joints to de-swell overnight, making morning movement smoother and less painful. Many seniors are also unaware that sugary foods at night such as sweets, desserts, biscuits, or sweet tea can significantly worsen joint pain, because sugar feeds inflammation, weakens collagen, and disrupts sleep hormones, which together create a perfect environment for stiffness, pain, and poor recovery. Choosing naturally calming foods like warm milk with turmeric, chamomile tea, soaked almonds, or a small piece of fruit earlier in the evening can satisfy cravings without harming joints or sleep. These small changes may seem simple, but when practiced consistently they allow the body to finally use nighttime for what it was designed to do, which is repair, heal, and restore strength, so that waking up in the morning feels lighter, easier, and less painful. Another major night mistake that silently worsens joint pain and muscle weakness after 60 is complete inactivity before sleep, because many seniors sit or lie down for long hours in the evening believing rest alone will heal the body, but in reality gentle movement before bed is essential to push nutrients into joints, improve circulation and signal muscles to repair themselves during sleep. When the body stays inactive for too long, blood flow slows down, joints become dry, muscles tighten and inflammation settles deeper into connective tissues, which is why stiffness feels strongest in the morning. Even simple movements like slow walking inside the house, gentle ankle rotations, knee bends while seated, or light stretching for just 5 minutes can dramatically improve nighttime circulation and reduce morning pain without putting stress on aging joints. These small movements help synovial fluid spread inside the joints, which acts like natural oil, allowing smoother movement and reducing friction pain when you wake up. Another overlooked factor that damages joints and sleep after 60 is drinking cold water or cold beverages at night, because cold temperatures slow digestion, stiffen muscles and tighten blood vessels, which reduces circulation at the exact time the body needs warmth and relaxation to heal. Warm water instead supports digestion, relaxes muscles and allows nutrients from dinner to reach joints more effectively while calming the nervous system for deeper sleep. Sleep posture also plays a crucial role in joint health, yet many seniors ignore it, sleeping in positions that twist the spine, strain the knees or compress the shoulders for hours, leading to inflammation that builds silently overnight. Using a pillow between the knees when sleeping on the side, supporting the neck properly and keeping the spine aligned reduces pressure on joints and allows muscles to fully relax, which directly improves recovery and reduces pain. Another harmful night habit is excessive screen use before bed, because blue light suppresses melatonin, a hormone critical for deep sleep, muscle repair and inflammation control, and when sleep becomes shallow, muscles do not rebuild properly and joints remain inflamed. Reducing screen exposure at least 1 hour before bed and choosing calming activities like reading, listening to soft music or simple breathing exercises helps restore natural sleep rhythms, which play a major role in pain reduction. Hydration also matters, because dehydration thickens joint fluid, making movement painful, and many seniors stop drinking water in the evening to avoid nighttime bathroom trips, but this often worsens morning stiffness instead of helping it. Sipping small amounts of warm water earlier in the evening keeps joints hydrated without disturbing sleep and supports overnight repair. When all these habits work together, proper night food choices, gentle movement, warmth, good posture, limited screens and hydration, the body finally gets the message that it is safe to heal, and over time inflammation reduces, muscles strengthen and joints begin to feel younger, more flexible and more reliable again. Another powerful yet often ignored factor that controls joint pain, inflammation and muscle recovery after 60 is the timing and balance of nutrients at night, because what you eat is important, but when and how you eat it matters just as much, especially for an aging body that needs stability rather than extremes. Many seniors eat dinner very late believing it helps them sleep better, but late heavy meals keep digestion active when the body should be resting, and this forces energy away from repair and toward digestion, which increases inflammation and disrupts sleep cycles. Eating dinner at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime allows insulin levels to settle, inflammation to calm down and growth hormones to activate, which are essential for muscle repair and joint healing. Another issue is eating too much in one meal at night, which overloads digestion, stretches the stomach and increases pressure on the diaphragm, making breathing shallow and sleep restless, which indirectly worsens inflammation throughout the body. Smaller balanced portions at night give the body exactly what it needs without overwhelming it, and this simple adjustment alone can noticeably reduce morning stiffness within weeks. Magnesium-rich foods also play a critical role in calming muscles and joints after 60, yet many seniors are deficient without knowing it, because magnesium is lost more easily with age and stress. Foods like pumpkin seeds, spinach, bananas, soaked almonds and lentils help relax muscles, reduce cramps and improve sleep quality by calming the nervous system and lowering inflammation naturally. Omega-3 fatty acids are another key nutrient often missing in night meals, and these healthy fats directly reduce joint inflammation, protect cartilage and support muscle recovery while improving sleep depth. Including small amounts of flax seeds, walnuts or a teaspoon of mustard oil or olive oil earlier in the evening provides anti-inflammatory support without burdening digestion. Calcium and vitamin D also work together at night to support bone strength and joint stability, and while supplements may help, food-based sources like curd, pain or sesame seeds and exposure to morning sunlight remain the safest and most effective long-term strategy. When these nutrients are included gently and consistently, the body slowly shifts from a state of constant irritation into one of repair and balance, and seniors often report fewer aches, better movement, and deeper sleep without relying on painkillers. The key is consistency, because aging bodies respond best to steady routines rather than sudden changes, and when night habits become predictable and supportive, inflammation gradually loses its grip, allowing joints to move freely, muscles to regain strength, and mornings to feel less painful and more hopeful. Another quiet reason joint pain, swelling, and restless sleep increase after 60 is not aging itself, but what many older adults drink at night, because certain evening beverages that feel comforting can silently disturb hormones, irritate joints, and block deep restorative sleep without causing immediate warning signs. A very common habit is drinking sweet tea, coffee, or even mild caffeine drinks in the evening because they feel relaxing and familiar, but after 60 the body processes caffeine much more slowly, so even small amounts remain active for hours, suppressing melatonin, which is the hormone responsible for deep sleep, muscle repair, and inflammation control. When melatonin is reduced, sleep becomes shallow, muscles cannot rebuild properly, and joints stay inflamed through the night, which explains why stiffness and pain are often worst in the morning. Many people also switch to herbal drinks thinking they are harmless, but hidden sugars in these drinks can quietly trigger inflammation, because sugar fuels inflammatory pathways, weakens connective tissue, and worsens joint discomfort, especially when consumed close to bedtime. Alcohol is another overlooked factor, because although it may cause initial drowsiness, it disrupts sleep cycles, dehydrates tissues, and raises inflammatory chemicals in the body, which directly affects joints, muscles, and ligaments, making pain and fatigue worse the next day. A far better approach is choosing calming, non-sugary warm drinks that support relaxation and recovery, such as warm water, chamomile tea, turmeric milk, or plain warm milk, because warmth relaxes muscles, improves circulation, and signals the nervous system to slow down, allowing the body to enter natural healing mode. Breathing patterns before sleep are equally important, because fast, shallow breathing keeps the body in stress mode, which tightens muscles and increases inflammation, while slow, deep breathing activates the calming nervous system, lowering tension, reducing inflammation, and improving sleep quality. And just a few minutes of relaxed breathing before bed can noticeably reduce nighttime pain and improve morning mobility without medication. Emotional stress carried into the night also plays a major role, because when the mind stays busy, worried, or tense, stress hormones like cortisol remain elevated, and cortisol directly worsens joint pain, muscle breakdown, and poor sleep, especially in older adults. So creating a calm evening environment with soft lighting, quiet surroundings, and peaceful thoughts helps lower stress hormones and allows the body to focus on repair instead of survival. Over time, when seniors replace inflammatory night drinks, reduce caffeine, sugar, and alcohol, practice calm breathing, and support emotional relaxation, the body responds surprisingly fast. Inflammation decreases, joints feel lighter, muscles recover more efficiently, and sleep becomes deeper and more refreshing, making mornings easier and movement more comfortable. When these small elements come together, including food, movement, drinks, breathing, posture, and timing, they form a gentle night routine that allows the aging body to do what it is naturally designed to do, which is heal, restore, and rebuild strength without strain or medicine. After 60, the body does not need extreme changes, it needs consistency, kindness, and support. And when nights become healing, days begin to feel lighter, because joints are no longer fighting silent inflammation and muscles are no longer breaking down faster than they can recover. A calm, restorative night begins with an early, light dinner made of slow-digesting foods, gentle protein, and minimal oil to keep blood sugar steady and inflammation low, so digestion finishes before sleep and the body can shift fully into repair mode, followed by a few minutes of gentle movement, not exercise but simple circulation-boosting motions that keep joints flexible and signal muscles that rest is coming. Warmth plays a powerful role, because warmth relaxes tissues, opens blood vessels, and improves nutrient flow to joints, so warm drinks in a warm environment prepare the body for rest far better than cold habits. As bedtime approaches, reducing noise, light, and screen exposure allows melatonin to rise naturally, and melatonin is one of the strongest internal healers for joints, muscles, and inflammation, especially after 60. And when sleep posture is supportive, breathing is slow, and the nervous system finally relaxes, inflammation has no reason to remain active. Over time, this routine trains the body to expect healing at night, and the body responds by reducing stiffness, improving flexibility, strengthening muscles, and restoring deeper sleep cycles. And many seniors notice that when nights improve, mornings become easier, standing feels smoother, walking feels steadier, and daily movement happens with less awareness of pain, not because discomfort magically disappears, but because the body is no longer being harmed every night by habits that once seemed harmless. Aging with comfort, strength, and dignity is possible when nighttime becomes a period of care instead of neglect, and these small daily changes slowly bring the body back into balance, allowing seniors to enjoy better sleep, easier movement, and greater independence for many years to come. If you have listened till here, remember this one important thing: joint pain, inflammation, and muscle weakness after 60 are not punishments of age. They are signals from your body asking for better night care, and once you understand these signals, you regain control over how your body feels every single day. You do not need expensive treatments, extreme diets, or painful exercises. What you need is awareness, consistency, and kindness toward your body, especially at night when healing should happen naturally. When you stop feeding inflammation before bed, when you support digestion, circulation, warmth, and calm sleep, your body slowly responds by reducing pain, improving movement, and restoring strength in a way that feels safe and sustainable. Many seniors who make these small changes report that within a few weeks, mornings feel lighter, joints move more freely, and sleep becomes deeper and more refreshing, not because of magic, but because the body is finally allowed to repair itself the way it was designed to. Aging well is not about fighting your body, it is about working with it, listening to it, and giving it what it truly needs, and the night is the most powerful time to do that. If this video helped you understand your body better and gave you hope for a more comfortable, stronger future, please support this channel by liking this video, sharing it with someone you care about who may be struggling silently with joint pain or poor sleep, and subscribing to this channel for more simple, trusted guidance on healthy aging after 60, because together we can age with strength, dignity, and peace, one night, one habit, and one healthy choice at a time.